Hello and welcome to Greek Prose Composition 1 by Thomas Könkes. Greek prose composition is a translation from English into Attic Greek. Attic Greek means that we're not only translating into normal ancient Greek, we try to aim for a style which is close to Thucydides. We do this especially to get a basic understanding of Thucydides' style, and it is very, very important that you understand that this is not a full Greek prose composition course. But if you're interested to deepen your study, there are some books I would recommend. One book, of course, is the Oxford Grammar of Classical Greek, and the other one is Griechische Stilübungen 1. Griechische Stilübungen is a German book. I don't know if there's an English pendant, but I'm happy to find out and answer that in the question you will post on Blackboard. Let us first say something to Thucydides' style. Thucydides' style is quite complex because Thucydides itself was an intellectual, and his work is meant to be read, not to be listened to orally. That said, his narrative is quite clear and condensed and easy to follow. What is not as clear and condensed are his speeches. In his speeches he tried to aim for some kind of more playful and complex word order, which makes his speeches a bit more difficult. In his speeches he tries to aim for something what we call tropepon, which is not what the speakers really said or historically correctly said or what he heard. It's what is the most fitting what they might have said. So his speeches are mainly reconstructed. We don't really know what was said and what was not and what wasn't said, but he tries to aim for tes sympases gnomes ton alethos lekthenton, the general purpose of what was actually said. If we look at the speeches, there's of course some weirdness going on, for us out of an English perspective. The Greek is much more free in its construction of the sentence, and what's very, very important to recall is what a hyperbaton is, a chiasmus, a parallelism. If you don't know this now, then you should actually pick up the nearest Greek grammar and just repeat on the three terms. In the following video, I like to point out some basic concepts of the Greek sentence structure and start with the Greek words. This will be followed by some example sentences, which we then kindly translate and just write in it into Blackboard. But first things first, how to actually write ancient Greek on your computer. Well, it is not as easy. You have to go to the settings of your system, go to the language and text section, which you find under the section, and then you go to input sources, this is this button here, and you try to find Greek, polytonic Greek, so you can also write in the accents. So this will change your input keyboard source, and you can actually set some hotkeys for that if you like. If you don't like to set hotkeys, you can just change the language settings with a click on the American or English flag, and you can switch between American and Greek, American English and polytonic Greek, which means that your keyboard stops typing English letters but will type Greek letters. It's a bit tricky in the beginning, but it works with every Unicode font, and it is very, very nice and easy once you get used to it. This was our first little video. I hope you enjoyed it and you proceed to the really important stuff, to the simple sentence in ancient Greek. Thank you very much.